Hey guys, Rorius here. Welcome back to Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. We just started the case for trying to figure out how to get Edgeworth to agree to allow us to defend him. I think that was what we were up to. Oh, we hadn't talked to Gumshoe just yet. But this is after Gumshoe had left the meeting. The victim. Do you know anything about the victim yet? No, still can't ID him.
Has Mr. Edgeworth said anything?
Not a word.
So, how did the meeting go?
I can't tell you, pal. You're a lawyer.
True.
You know, I don't know what to believe anymore. Sure, Mr. Edgeworth's human like you or me. Still, I get the feeling if he'd done something wrong, he wouldn't go hiding it. That's just the kind of guy he is.
Are you sure about that?
He did try and hide evidence from the court so that he could win a guilty verdict from someone who wasn't guilty. Why can't anyone else see that?
Do they think that Mr. Edgeworth did it?
Well, the trial's starting tomorrow as scheduled.
I see.
Hey. In the end, you did tell us about the meeting. Don't go telling anyone else, pal.
Yes, sir.
And do me a favor. Stand by Mr. Edgeworth. He needs help, and you're the ones to help him. I'm sure he's got some reason why he won't talk to us.
Thanks, Detective Gumshoe.
Trusting Edgeworth.
Detective Gumshoe, how come you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much?
Well, I think that was obvious. We got a strong working relationship, us two. We trust each other, that's how it works.
A working relationship?
See, Mr. Edgeworth always gets his defendants declared guilty every time. Yeah, his methods might be a little extreme at times, but there's a reason. He trusts our investigation, see?
Yeah, but Gumshoe keeps bringing in the wrong people. At least while I've been here, he keeps bringing the wrong people.
He trusts us to get the right man. That's why I work extra hard, pal. I've got to earn that trust he places in us.
I see.
Mr. Edgeworth is a man you can trust. And you have my word on that.
The autopsy report. I was wondering, did you ever get that autopsy report?
Oh, that? Yeah, I made a copy for you.
Yay, thank you. Sometime on the 24th or 25th. One bullet shot to the heart. Thank you. Nick.
Huh?
Can you show me that photo of the victim?
Oh.
That face.
Someone you know?
I don't know. I just have this feeling that I met him somewhere a long time ago.
Is it gonna be related to the mother's case? Let's move out. Do I go back to Edgeworth?
No.
No, I don't. Do I go back to... Let's go back to the woman. What was her name? Lotta? This looks promising. December 25th, Gourd Lake Woods. Yeah, her name's Lotta Hart, isn't it?
Hey, y'all!
So I forgot what voice I gave her exactly. I just know it's southern.
Lotta! Wait up a second. We got bingo! Bingo? My automatic camera took 2 pictures last night. Hey, this is them. Take a look. Wait. See? He's shooting him with a pistol. It looks like that.
It looks like that, yes.
But you can't really tell who that is shooting.
Yeah, well, there was enough frog out there last night to strangle a bullfrog.
But you know, seeing these photos reminded me of something.
What?
I saw the murder happen. I'm a witness.
What? Are you serious?
Of course! How do you forget?
Never mind.
Y'all reckon I should tell the cops?
Yes. I'm gonna say yes. Save it in slot 3. I reckon so. I reckon so.
What's that? Now don't y'all go trying to mock my accent.
Oh, I didn't see the mocking.
I'm a sensitive lady. Hey, so I'm off to talk to the cops. Y'all can have this photo later.
Wait, Lotta.
What? Can't y'all see I'm kinda busy?
Tell us what you saw, too, please.
Nice try, honey, but I wasn't born yesterday. I'm a witness, and that means I'm on the side of justice, and that means the cops. I'd sooner eat the south side of a northbound skunk than tell you. Lotta, don't let it get your skivvies in a bunch. Friends today, enemies tomorrow. Or was that the other way around? No matter, I'm gone. Hey, maybe they'll let me do some testifying. Hot darn.
Ah, fucking damn it.
She left.
Well, that's just freaking great. Do I load save and tell her to not tell the cops? I actually don't think that'll change the dialogue at all.
Well, that's one more witness. What do we do now, Nick?
Well, if she saw something, there's not much we can do about it. Question is, what exactly did she see? I guess we'll find out in the trial tomorrow. Lake photo added to court record. Oh? Another message.
Looks like the police have given up their interviewing.
Hey? Hey! Hey!
Ah! Nick, I think Santa's mad at you.
Long time. Oh, right.
Long time no see, Nick. Nick, you know Santa? Wow, Nick and Saint Nick. Hey, I see the connection.
Don't be ridiculous. It's totally, Larry Butts, isn't it?
Dude, it's me!
Yeah, I knew it. Larry? What are you doing here?
Isn't it obvious? I'm working my day job. I sell samurai dogs. Want one? Gotta get money for dates, you know. My girl, Fiancé, deserves the best.
Fiancé? Not another model, I hope.
Oh, Fiancé's a fine, fine woman, Nick. It was her idea that I wear this costume. She was all, you go, girlfriend, you know? She brought this costume for me.
That's great, Larry.
Wow, a Santa costume? She must be really nice. Whoa, cute! Nick, who's she?
She's not my what? No, she's not.
I'm his partner, Maya Faye. I'm the little sister.
Sister? Wow, Nick, must be tough. Working 9 to 5, having to take care of a little sister?
No, I'm not Nick's sister. I'm my older sister's little sister.
Huh, sounds great. Don't worry, Maya, he's not listening. What happened? Hey, Larry. There was a murder here last night. And since you work here, have you heard anything?
Nick, you're wasting your time. Last night was Christmas Eve. He was with Fiancé, obviously. He wouldn't have been standing out here in the cold.
Oof. I think what you just said caught him off guard, Maya. No, it's just Fiancé's not in town right now. She's in Hawaii on a photo shoot. A model, I knew it. Well, anyway, there was a murder here on the lake. The trial's tomorrow.
Huh, neat.
The defendant is Edgeworth, Miles Edgeworth.
Nick, why would Larry know Edgeworth?
Whoa, Nick! You don't mean that Miles Edgeworth, old Edgy? Yeah, he's a murder suspect.
Whoa, murder? Huh? You know Mr. Edgeworth, Larry?
Yeah, of course. Edgy was in the same class as us in grade school.
What?
Yeah.
Tell me about the dogs. Tell me about them.
Huh? Oh, you mean the samurai dogs?
Why are they samurai dogs? I mean, they kind of look gourd-shaped.
Oh, well, originally they were gourd dogs. You know, like guard dogs.
Ouch.
The samurai thing was Fiancé's idea.
Oh, she's my woman, you know. She was all, change the name and you go, girlfriend. She made me that banner. Man, the kids can't get enough of those samurai dogs.
Something about that just seems wrong.
Oh, and guess what? We're getting a ton of customers here at the lake. What with the big news?
The big news?
Yeah, Gordy.
Gordy? Yeah, the like Loch Ness monster thing. Edgeworth. So Mr. Edgeworth was your classmate, Larry?
Yeah, Nick, him and I used to hang out all the time.
Wow, I never knew.
Don't get me wrong, he's always been kind of a stick in the mud, studying all the time, trying to be like father.
Like his father?
Yeah, Edgy's pop was a famous defense lawyer back in the day.
Oh, he's a defense lawyer. Not a prosecutor. Wow. Wait, you said defense lawyer?
Yeah.
Wait a second, but Mr. Edgeworth is a prosecuting attorney.
What? Edgy's got proboscis on his knee?
It caught me off guard. Holy shit. No, he's a prosecuting attorney. That's like the total opposite of a defense lawyer.
Huh? Go figure. He always used to talk about defending the weak who were unable to defend themselves. Man, he used to go on and on about man's duty to society and all that. What a bore. I wonder what changed his mind, though. Do you know Nick?
Nick? Maybe I do. I don't actually know what it is. That's some backstory that I'm not familiar with. What's Gordy?
Huh? You mean you don't know? It's here, in this very lake. A giant mysterious monster, Gordy.
A monster?
Yeah. Check it out. This is an article from yesterday's newspaper. There's a photo.
Wow, it's really real. Nonsense. Nick, a monster, a real monster.
Yeah. It's probably just a log or something, right? Hey, there's a quote here from the person who took the photo. What's this? I set the camera to automatic, and when we got into the frame, I heard a loud bang, like an explosion, followed by the sound of something slipping into the water.
I wish I could have seen it.
Why would there be a sound like an explosion? Gunshot? Larry, could I borrow this article from you? Sure, no problem. That'll be $1 million.
$1 million?
Grow up, Larry. Gordy article added to court record. Alright, nothing else to talk about? No, okay. Move to... Let's just move over here, just to see if it's... No, okay. Just wanted to check. Go back here. I thought this would be where we wanted to go.
Not a gumshoe in sight.
If you're looking for Detective Gumshoe, he's in the questioning room. Apparently an important witness turned up. He'll be in there a while.
Lot of heart, it has to be.
Uh-oh. Okay, well, alright. I went back to the Law & Co. Fay & Co. Or Phoenix & Co. No, Wright & Co. It's Wright & Co. What is it?
Oh! Nothing. Just something's been bothering me. Could you show me that autopsy report once more? Hey! I remember now. This guy. He's a lawyer that was at the office Mia worked at. I met him once when I went there to hang out with Sis.
That office? Wait. You mean Grossberg's office?
Right, that guy.
That was the last name I expected to come up. No, actually, I was thinking about that. As soon as I said it, as soon as you said lawyer, I was like, wonder if it's Grossberg. Like the lawyer's office. Maybe I should go talk to him for old time's sake. Yeah. Let's go. It really looks empty without the big picture there. Ah, that old familiar clearing of the throat.
Aha! You're Mia's something, are you not?
I was her understudy, yes. Phoenix Wright.
Aha! And you're Miss Mia's something too, are you not?
Her little sister, yes.
You've grown. You've come to look a lot like your sister, you know? It takes me back. Ah, the days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemon, you see?
Mr. Grossberg, sir.
Ah, yes, I beg your pardon. Of course, you came here to discuss something. What is it then? Something the matter?
Yes. What happened? There was a murder last night.
A murder?
You haven't heard?
I, just got up, you see.
Well, Miles Edgeworth shot someone with a pistol.
Edgeworth? What? Who did he shoot?
Well, the identity of the victim is still unknown.
This is terrible news indeed.
I guess he hadn't heard anything. That painting. Mr. Grossberg, whatever happened to that painting?
Oh yes, I do not think it shall ever be coming back home to this office. I can't exactly claim it as stolen. I suppose it's my just desserts. Old bitter desserts.
Okay. Do I present the photo?
Strange. I feel as though I've seen this man somewhere before. Ah!
Did you remember?
He was a lawyer here in my office. That's Hammond. Robert Hammond.
Mr. Hammond?
And you say this is the man who Miles Edgeworth shot?
Yes.
So, this is the moment the crime took place, eh?
Yes.
You can't really say for sure that's Edgeworth. I'm not sure whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. Not sure at all. Not sure at all.
I can't get his voice quite the same. I think my throat's a little off today, so I can't quite get that.
Ah, yes!
Now, what about this? Oh.
So, this camera on the lake takes a photo whenever it hears an explosion sound.
That's what she said.
And it just happened to be set up on the beach pointing out to the lake.
Yes, she said it was to photograph shooting stars?
Shooting stars, explosions. What's the connection? I'd be suspicious of this witness of yours.
That's a good point. A very good point. Oh, here we go. Robert Hammond. There. Who is this Robert Hammond guy, anyway?
Mr. Hammond? He was the defense attorney in that case.
That case?
Yes, the DL6 incident.
DL6? Why does that sound so familiar?
Perhaps you remember.
I'm sure someone mentioned it during the trial for Mia's murder.
That was the incident where the police were so at a loss they used a spirit medium.
Wait, you don't mean... Was that medium my mother?
Yes, my dear. The spirit medium, Misty Fay, your mother, contacted the spirit of the victim. But the case was a loss. No conviction was made.
The DL6 incident.
The DL6 incident, yes. Happened 15 years ago. A very strange case indeed.
They never caught the victim, right? Or the criminal, right?
Correct. Misty Fay used her powers to talk to the spirit of the late victim. Her testimony led to charges being laid against one man. But Mr. Hammond won the case and the suspect was declared innocent.
And the police blamed my mother, calling her a fraud. You were the one who helped her out then, right, Mr. Grossberg?
Yes, quite.
Thank you.
No, please, don't mention it.
Because he didn't. DL6, he's the one who blabbed about it. Never thought I'd hear that name again. Yep. But wait, what does that case have anything to do with Mr. Edgeworth?
It has everything to do with Mr. Edgeworth, my dear. The victim in DL6 incident was none other than his father, Gregory Edgeworth.
Holy shit, I didn't know that.
What? His father?
So, Mia's mother Mia and Maya's mother, was talking on a case that Mr. Hammond was, like, it was a case of Edgeworth's father. So that's why there's totally gonna be motive now. The motive for Edgeworth killing Hammond for getting his mother's killer off. His father's killer off, sorry.
If you want to know more, you should ask him yourself. Show him this. I'm sure he'll talk to you.
Wait, this is a photograph of my mother.
Misty Faye's photo added to the court record. Yeah. Jeez. Jeezums. What's this? I was hoping you'd gotten my message the first time. Edgeworth, what about your defense? It's no concern of yours. Guess he hasn't found anyone yet. What happened? Can I ask you about the murder? Right. I'll ask you again, just leave me alone. Please try to understand. I'm not doing this to prove I'm tough, or because I look down on you. I just don't want you anywhere near this case, understand? Why did you go to Gourd Lake? I have no intention of telling you. Nor, apparently, would you tell Detective Gumshoe.
Detective Gumshoe was really worried about you.
Aw. Okay, well, present this photo. Ugh. Edgeworth. It's only been a matter of hours since you last visited, yet you've made incredible progress on your investigation. I'll admit it, I'm impressed, right? You were always single-minded in your work, though. Once you start on something, you always see it through, don't you? About the DL6 incident. Right, DL6. I didn't want you to find out about it. That is why I refused your offer to defend me. I'm sorry if it sounded like I thought you weren't up to the job. I just wanted to keep you away from DL6. So, do you still think it would have been better for me to stay away? I don't know, but I see no point in hiding anything from you now. Very well. Ask whatever you'd like, and I will answer to the best of my abilities. Okay, cool. The DL6 incident. The DL6 incident was when my father died. Right before my eyes. He was shot and killed, and I saw it all. My memories from that time are foggy. I suppose it's a self-defense mechanism. In any case, a suspect was arrested, a man. It's pretty clear that he was the only one who could have killed my father. The spirit medium they used to talk to my late father said the same thing. It was an attorney by the name of Robert Hammond that cleared the suspect's name. And Hammond is the victim in the Gourd Lake murder. Correct? Oh, sorry, that was, I mixed up the lines. And I was like, so, and Robert Hammond is the victim in the Gourd Lake murder? Correct.
That spirit medium, that was my mom.
What? You mean you're... It's strange. I thought that terrible incident was about to end, and now this. About to end? The DL6 incident happened 15 years ago. 15 years ago, on December 28.
December 28?
That's like coming up in a few days. The statute of limitations on the case runs out in 3 days. What?
Nick, what does that mean?
When a case's statute of limitations runs out, legally the case never happened. 3 days from now, DL6 will be closed forever. The suspect.
What happened to the suspect, the one who got off innocent?
I don't know. He disappeared from public view. Nobody knows where to. If he's still alive, he'd be about 50 years old now. I guess I can understand why he'd go into hiding. It'd be hard to live a normal life after being a murder suspect in such a big case. Your father.
So was your father a lawyer?
He was. Gregory Edgeworth. He was quite famous at the time, apparently.
So you were sort of trying to follow in his footsteps?
I'd rather not talk about it. Is there anything else I can... What's that? I'm not in the mood for idle banter, right? I'm just gonna show him all the pieces. Who would have thought there'd be a photo? Edgeworth, did you shoot him? What do you think, Wright? I don't think you're the kind to point a gun at anyone, no.
So you didn't shoot him?
No, I didn't. It wasn't me. Right. It pains me to ask you this now. I know, you want us to defend you. Want us to defend you. Yes, will you? Of course we will not. We will not. Of course we won't. Of course we will. Ah, who could have guessed this day would come? Not me. This is my chance to finally pay you back.
Pay him back?
Pay me back? For what? I don't remember ever doing anything for you. Never mind. I guess you don't really need to know. Huh? My letter of request. Please give it to Detective Gumshoe. Yep, there we go. Well, I guess we should... What's that?
Earthquake! Nick! It's a big one! Wah! It's coming down. Phew. That was scary.
That went by way faster than I thought it would. Huh? Where's Edgeworth?
There! He's on the floor in a ball, shivering.
I guess he doesn't do so well with earthquakes. I've heard of running, but curling up in a ball?
Well, I guess we're done.
Mr. Edgeworth doesn't seem like he's going to stand up anytime soon. Let's go, Nick. Right. We have to give Edgeworth's letter of request to Detective Gumshoe. I don't know why I keep like tripping over the word detective. Every time I say it, detective. Detective, detective, detective. Alright, let's go do that. See, there's something about the earthquake that makes him, like, do that. What's going on here?
Eek!
What's wrong, detective?
This wild lady comes in here just a while ago. Says she came to talk to y'all after hearing what Mr. Wright had to say. What's all this about, pal?
Lot of heart.
Why are you going around finding more witnesses? You want to give Mr. Edgeworth a death sentence, pal?
No, not at all. Just, I mean, she did see something. There's nothing I can do about that. I can't go around covering up evidence.
You trying to say something about the way I do my job?
No, sir. But yeah, no, what we did was the right thing to do. I don't know what else to say. Do we talk about it? Let's just talk about it. A lot of testimony. So, what did Miss Hart say?
She says she saw Mr. Edgeworth fire the pistol.
What?
She even had a photograph to prove it.
Right, I saw it too, but you really can't tell from the photo who it is shooting.
That's why she said she's going to enlarge the photo. She said it'll drop the quality a mite, but should let us see who's who.
She can do that?
Okay, so there's going to be an enlarged photograph that shows Edgeworth in the act. Great, just great.
In any case, she's going to be the one testifying tomorrow.
Huh? What happened to the other witness?
Well, apparently there was a cancellation.
A cancellation? Tomorrow's trial.
I'm afraid tomorrow is going to be the life or death for poor Mr. Edgeworth. We got a witness who says she saw the very moment of the murder. And we got a photo taken with the shot rang out.
So it sounds like a pretty unwinnable case. But wait, what did Mia used to say? If he's innocent, there's got to be something I've overlooked. Yep.
Sounds like Mr. Edgeworth is going to ask the state to assign a public defender. I was just asked to file the paperwork. But you still got time, pal. Go talk to him for me, please. You have to convince him. You have to make him let you defend him, please. I know you're the one who can do it, pal. You're the only one who can do it, pal. You're the only one who can save Mr. Edgeworth.
Yeah, alright, let's present him this. He's gonna be freaking elated. Look at what I got.
Hey, you did it, pal! Glad I waited till the last minute to file those papers. I'll rip them up and start new ones for you.
Thanks, detective. We'll see you in court tomorrow, then.
Good luck, pal.
Yeah, oh, I smiled.
Hey, you guys feel that earthquake a little while back? I was worried.
Worried? We're fine. I've lived out here my whole life. I'm pretty used to them by now.
Oh, I wasn't worried about you two. I was worried about Miles or Mr. Edgeworth.
Oh, right. He did seem to overreact a little, now that you mention it.
Yeah, well, I'm not surprised. It was a pretty big quake. I'm gonna go check on him. You two go eat and get your rest for tomorrow's trial. Later.
I wonder what it is with Miles Edgeworth and earthquakes.
I wonder. He was never that scared of them when he was at school. Then again, I only really got to know him in 4th grade. He transferred to another school after that. I wonder what happened to Edgeworth. To be continued. While I want to stop here because it's a natural stopping point, I'm going to go a little bit further, I think. December 26th, District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Karma? That's right, Manfred von Karma. I see. He's the best prosecutor there is. He hasn't lost a case in his 40-year career. He's a god of prosecution, right? A god.
Not a single case?
He'll do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. Sounds like someone else I know, Edgeworth. You don't understand. I mean, he'll really do anything. Manfred von Karma is a man to be feared. That's quite a claim coming from someone who forges evidence. He taught me what it really means to prosecute. What? Just picture a prosecutor as vicious as me, multiplied by a factor of 10.
Ugh. So he was your teacher then, Mr. Edgeworth?
Something like that.
And now he's trying to get you found guilty? What a creep. Oh wait, maybe he's planning on losing on purpose to help you out.
Not a chance. He hasn't lost once in 40 years. 40 years! He's as ruthless as me, times 20.
That's pretty ruthless.
Like I said, he's a god amongst prosecutors. I guess that's something like Mia was to me. Speaking of Mia... Maya.
Uh-huh.
We could really be using Mia's help right now, don't you think? Aww. Poor Maya's like, oh, I'm useless.
Oh. I can't. Sorry. I really tried, but I couldn't reach.
You couldn't reach?
I think it's because I haven't been training. My powers are weak again.
Oh man, that's bad timing.
I'm really sorry. I'll try my best.
I hope so. What are you whispering about? Oh, it's nothing. Well, it's time. Let's head in. Alright. Let's start the next episode here. So, the next episode will be in court. We'll actually start the trial. I thought I'd just, like, get it right up to the actual trial part, and we'll try and do the full trial, and maybe a little more, in the next episode. I am curious to meet this, someone or other von Karma, whoever, Manfred, I think they said, Manfred von Karma. I've not met him before. We're meeting new characters now. There's a lot here now that I have absolutely no clue about. So now I need my brain to kick into gear and think. But until then, if you like what you saw, hit like. If you want to see more from me, then subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and until the trial, the first trial of Miles Edgeworth.